Welcome, Ms. Ziwei Liu, and tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Hello, Lucia. Thank you very much for the invitation. My name is Ziwei Liu, and I am the CEO and co-founder of the New Silk Road Network. We are a network for 6 companies, mainly small and medium-sized ones, who are interested in learning more about the Belt and Road Initiative from China and also developing more business with fellow companies along the New Silk Road.
What are maybe the main disruptors for the logistics network in development?
Well, first of all, to give you a bit of background about logistics networks, it's a very low barrier, entry barrier industry. So the competition is quite high. There are many networks in the market. I would say the biggest problem for any logistics network is the question of how to stay competitive and be creative. At the moment, when it comes to disruptors, we are seeing a lot of networks pop up that have a special focus, for instance, on digitalization and these certain topics. We are one of also the newcomers with a niche focus on the New Silk Road. So it's really about setting yourself apart from the majority of the competitors in the market. And we see that with logistics network, there's a higher need at the moment to really be creative and leverage the digitalization tools that are out there in the market, especially in the year of 2020, which I think is a topic that we will touch upon later on how the networks are reacting to this COVID-19, which actually has been a major disruption for the industry this whole year.
Yes, that's definitely not easy era right now. So tell us about the key areas where the New Silk Road Network improved the most and how.
Yeah, so to give you a bit of an idea, we only started in end of September 2019. So actually 2020 was the first year we had been fully operational. A couple of areas that we have really made an improvement on this year to begin with is, first of all, the network quantity and coverage. So when it comes to a network, of course, you need to have a critical mass before it can be considered a network. If it's just you and me, it doesn't really count as a network. So what we have been focusing on this year to improve is really the quantity of members that we have, being qualified members also with professional services, and also the geographical regions that they have covered. So this is something that we have grown significantly from basically 0 to today. The count is 52 this year. So that is one of the key areas. Second, of course, is one of our value propositions, which is the knowledge hub connecting to the New Silk Road. This is something that we have been doing as an extra service for our members that differs quite a lot from most networks in the market. And it is a knowledge hub which is aimed to educate and help exchange experience of conducting logistics business along the New Silk Road. It's something that we launched together with our newsletter this year in April. And so far it has been developed quite well. And is what I would say is the second area we have improved on. And the last thing is we actually hosted a very creative hybrid event this year in September in Warsaw. It was our first network event, and it was very important to have it in person to the extent that we can, because for the members it's the first time to meet each other, and online is still a bit different from in person. So we had a very creative concept from our team presented, which was a hybrid event where people from Europe would be there live, and the ones outside Europe or from high-risk zones were attending per video conference. And it was of a kind hybrid event this year in terms of the logistics network industry. And we are quite happy that we managed to pull that off.
Amazing. That sounds great. Good luck on your journey. It's not
easy.
Thank
you very much.
And what do you think about the positioning of both Expo in the Central and Eastern Europe region?
I think it's a brilliant idea. So obviously being working in a logistics network industry, we understand the importance of networking, and an expo is a great opportunity for that. There are many expos, of course, already existing transport logistics, but a lot of it focused, let's say, on the Chinese market. There's one, the Russian market, and also for Western Europe. But when CE regions, I think this is still relatively a blank playground. So if we consider the fact that the Central Eastern Europe regions are growing significantly right now, and I also have my eyes set on there because with the 17+1 initiative from China, it's also very much focusing on the CE regions, and we see a great potential for the local economies to develop there, along with the trade as well as logistics. And therefore now is the right timing for the CE region to also have a freight expo of its own. So we are very excited that WOF is existing and taking place and pushing this forward.
Thank you so much. And maybe the last question, considering the situation now, what will be the impact of COVID-19 for further business development in logistics networks and maybe for your company as well?
So obviously COVID-19 has had a really heavy impact on the whole industry. With the logistics networks in general. The way it operates is, having a once in a year event where the members get together and meet each other face to face and network. It's really about connecting people worldwide and stimulating a bond between them. And with COVID-19, because travel has been limited, this was in general not possible for the majority of the networks out there. We as NSRN have also felt the impact, not just on our event, but also on our daily activities, where the possibilities of traveling to meet new potential members has been very restricted. So what we have seen is really the need to start adopting modern technology into the processes. And a lot of the networks I know of have conducted pure online conferences this year, whether it's in the or one-to-one meeting schedulings. We have seen that from a lot, and I think it's a really good step towards digital connection, because traditionally I think most of the networks would rely on emails, phone calls, and also once in a year the annual meeting. But now with COVID-19, it's really pushed all to look at the technologies that are available out there, such as Zoom, which we are looking at right now, has been really helpful. The second thing I think is actually quite a big challenge for us who organize the logistics network, is that obviously for a network, we are only as good as the quality of the members. And with the impact of COVID, it has been very difficult to meet potential applicants in person. Therefore, the process of qualifying new members definitely needs to adapt together with it. So traditionally we would, for instance, go to the member, visit them in the office, look at the premises and so on, to really get a good feeling of the company, its reliability and credibility and so on. Now this is obviously not possible, so we have had to implement other processes in our application in order to make sure we really take in the right members. And this is something that we have been thinking about, and I think for other logistics network, it's also a topic that should be relevant for them.
That's for sure. Thank you so much for great insights and to the background of your company. It was amazing. Thank you for your time and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. It was a very short and sweet conversation. I hope I was able to provide some interesting input, if not useful. And yeah, I look forward to the first WOF Expo being a success.
Thank you so much.